Meet the Oystermen of Prince Edward Island. At the helm of their operation are Chris and Andy, friends and business partners. Today I've come to learn the life of the underwater farmer, the Oystermen. Hi, I'm Kix. I love food, travel, and motorbikes. This year, I wanted to see my own backyard, Canada. So I decided to ride the second largest country in the world, coast to coast, on a 250cc dirt bike. It was an incredible opportunity to see the real Canada from inside the kitchens of real Canadians. These are the people and foods that make up this incredible country. Welcome to the Cook in Canada motorcycle adventure. It's 3:53 a.m. After getting home at midnight, I'm trying to sneak out of the garage without waking the family up. Though I'm not exactly sure why there's suddenly a bunch of home renovation materials that weren't here yesterday. I'm staying in Dieppe, New Brunswick with my friends, the Acadians. I need to make it to Lennox Island, PEI, before 7 a.m. It's about a 2-hour ride, but it's probably going to take me 3, as I usually get lost. I want to stop for breakfast, and I definitely don't want to be the punk who's late. As for them, it's a work day on the boat.
5 o'clock in the morning, we're just leaving New Brunswick, taking the bridge over to PEI.
Dawn is slowly breaking across the 12.9 kilometer, or 8-mile bridge I'm on, the Confederation Bridge, that connects mainland New Brunswick to Prince Edward Island. This beauty is the longest bridge in Canada and the longest in the world to pass over ice-covered waters. Right now, I'm freezing my ass off. I look forward to coming back later in the day when it warms up.
The sun is coming up over PEI. Good morning, potato country.
I made it, and we're quickly on Chris and Andy's boat, winding our way through the rows of oysters in the stunning Melpack Bay, eventually arriving at their floating workstation with what looks like a gold tumbler or wash plant aboard.
Yeah, it looks like a gold sleuther for sure. That's funny.
I did that for a year.
You sleuth for gold out there. Oh, and how'd you like that job?
I love it.
He didn't stay.
Not so different. These boys are sifting through, searching for rare treasures too. The crew of young men manning one of the working boats pulls up, full of small oysters to unload. Now, I know that I'm excited to be here, but I can also recognize that me showing up at 7:30 a.m. to film them work and ask a bunch of questions might not be how they want to start their day. So we'll start with an icebreaker question and see how it goes.
You guys need a little pirate flag on there or something.
Okay, so the pirate flag joke didn't quite land. We'll try something else. Chris explains how this crafty oyster tumbler works.
It's going to tumble it out and it's going to start pulling bigger ones. See the different sizes?
Yeah.
There's 3-4 different sizes right there.
Oh yeah.
They're all in here, so hopefully it might separate some.
First, the oysters are dumped into the lift. Then the men pick out any problematic crustaceans they spot. From here, the tumbler sorts the oysters by size, and when they're being spun, the machine chips off the lip of each oyster. When this happens, the oyster works hard to repair the chip and forces itself to grow larger at the same time, producing bigger, better oysters. Once sorted, they go back into the bags from which they came, sorted by size, and back into their appropriate location on the oyster farm. Before we started, Andy mentioned that in the past, he used to be a gold miner. And I get the impression the two businesses aren't so different from each other. Both require working your ass off, some serious knowledge of the job, and a great deal of luck to strike it rich.
And your First Nations too? That's how come you can live here?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Like both your parents are...
My mother is.
Your mother is, okay.
Yeah.
Ancestral occupants of the region, the Micmac lived and roamed freely on what was originally known to them as Ebowit, or modern-day PEI. This all changed when European settlers arrived in vast numbers in the 1700s and began to take over the land to harvest its resources. Documented landowner at the time, James Montgomery, allowed the indigenous locals to move to Lennox Island to live as they had pre-Europeans. Eventually, after decades of lobbying for protection, the island was purchased in 1870 by the London-based group, the Aborigines Protection Society, for £400. Then, in 1873, it was swallowed up by the nation when PEI joined Canada. Today, the Mi'kmaq and their descendants like Chris still live on the 540-hectare Lennox Island Reserve, which is connected to PEI by a short bridge. It's here that some of Canada's finest oysters, like Chris and Andy's Schooner Lane brand, are raised.
Keep going, right here.
You can't just get this gig by living here. You need to know what you're doing. For one, no one wants to be eating bird shit. Chris explains that before these oysters can be sold for human consumption, they must be sunk for 14 days. The problem is, the birds will sit on the buoys or fly over the water and poop in it. If these oysters were anywhere near the surface, they might be sucking in water tainted with bird poop. And then you're eating it. Gross. To save from this, they sink them deep in the water for 2 weeks and let the oysters sift out any impurities until they're squeaky clean and delicious.
They got to put these down to the bottom where nothing can shit on them.
Yeah.
And you can eat them after 14 days.
I'm glad someone's on top of this. I'm thinking what you're thinking.
So you're gonna find pearls in any of these?
No.
Okay, so no pearls.
Most of them nowadays, they're just injecting them.
Oh, really?
They put a piece of something in there and it'll start forming. You can open it up. You look on the internet, you'll see that.
Instead, Chris explains the sizing.
But this here's your size.
Oysters grow at a rate of around 1 inch per year from initial seed size. There are 3 main sizes buyers are looking for here. And the bigger the oyster, the more money, but also the more risk, as they might die off before being harvested. The first and smallest size is cocktail, roughly a 2-inch oyster that at the time of recording netted about 30 cents a piece.
This is cocktail, this is 3-inch and 3.5 inch.
Yeah.
It's medium and large.
Next is medium, around 3 inches, getting roughly 50 cents a piece. Then large, at about 3.5 inches in size, fetching roughly 70 cents a piece. This business not only relies on quality, but definitely a lot of volume to make a go of it. The oystermen take me out onto the boat, fitted with a boom and hydraulics, to show me how they harvest the oysters from the sea. We're all donning these lovely rubber overalls, and I can already feel the sweat running down my legs as they begin to heat up.
And how often do you guys do this project?
Tumbling?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot?
Almost every day.
Every day? Oh shit.
Our boat plods along through floating rows while ropes attached to what looks like oyster apartments runs along a pulley, lifting the oysters out of the water. The men stop, remove the nets, and dump the oysters into totes. Here, they check if they're ready by taking them out and inspecting the lip of the exterior shell. If the lip has grown to a point where it can easily break off, they are ready for the tumbler. Some of the bags come up with a bit of green algae stuck to them. And Andrew, trying to beat the heat, shirtless and all orange, explains that it's not just fun to throw algae at your workmate. But if they don't remove it, it can smother the oysters, as they can't filter their own water. Before going back under, the oysters are left float side down, up out in the fresh air, soaking up the sun, so they can kill off any further algae and allow them to purge before being flipped back under the water. Ooh, now's a great time to like and subscribe. For me, the oyster is a rare, delicate delight, served on special occasions. But I don't stare them in the face all day every day, like Dylan here does.
Kind of close you down.
And sorry, you said you do eat oysters or don't?
What?
You do eat them or you don't eat them? No?
I hate them. I want to try one fried maybe, but I don't like them raw.
That's what,
It's like a loogie.
it's like a what?
A loogie.
Oh, loogie, yeah.
Ugh. What? You like them? Yeah. Ew. I don't even like seafood, really.
You live on PEI and don't like seafood.
What do you just boil it and butter it, or what do you?
Yeah, boil it in it. Some people get the water from down here on the on the bay, and some people,
Oh, boil it right in the salt water?
yeah.
Oh.
Some people just add salt to their water.
Yeah.
They like it better that way.
Yeah.
Put it like in salted butter.
Yeah.
Dip it in salted butter and eat it that way. Some people don't even use butter. So it just depends on
what you like.
I'm eating it, kind of.
Like a bootlegger with a secret stash, Chris lifts a hidden basket brimming with ocean fresh oysters, gleaming, perfect and alive from the sea. These aren't just any oysters. These are his private collection of Schooner Lane Oysters, hand-picked from millions. I'm standing among artisans who have nurtured these shell-bound treasures from seed to slurp. Dylan schools me in how to properly open an oyster.
So what's the trick?
I have like a little lip here.
Yeah.
With the knife down. You just get it. Once you get it in, it's kind of like a wedge.
And just twist lightly until they open. Then slide your knife under the oyster to free from its shell.
You stick to the shell.
Just lift them off.
Cut it
I'm
off.
definitely ecstatic about this feast.
That's it, we're ready to roll.
Dylan, however,
Have you
want
ate?
one?
Yep.
No? Nobody else wants one?
I'll have some.
All right, we better do a
Yeah.
cheers here. I don't want to miss out on that.
There you go, boys.
Oh, thanks a lot. There's fresh, and then there's the fresh. Wow. That's pretty good.
Nice and salty, yeah?
Yeah, wow.
Tried
That's
one.
for sure the freshest oyster I've ever had in my whole life. It was in
Guess
the
that
water
make you horny?
3 minutes ago.
Is that why you're always horny? Eating too many oysters.
It's good for your pencil.
Yeah. So is your favorite way just like this, or do you jazz them up a little?
I don't usually jazz them up. My wife needs them jazzed up.
Yeah. Little hot sauce or something.
They're all right on the barbecue.
Yeah.
Give him one.
turns out we have an oyster virgin on board. Jansen, Chris's nephew, embodies the look of what an outsider might assume a kid on PEI looks like. Handsome boyish looks, red curly hair, and a touch of freckles. This is going to be his first oyster experience.
Did you eat that?
Yeah, all of it.
That's the meat.
That's it, boy.
There's look.
Chew it now, nice and salty, eh?
That's a good face. So in the end, did you like that oyster or not?
I'll eat it again, but
Yeah?
not completely, that's for sure.
It'll grow on you. If you liked it enough, you didn't spit it out.
Yeah, you didn't gag or anything, so that was all right. That was not a bad sign.
Sounds to me like it's gonna grow on him. The day with the Oystermen was unbelievable. I know for them, it was another day at the office, albeit with an outsider following around with a camera all day. But for a guy from the landlocked prairies, to spend the day on board a working underwater farm was a magical moment in time I will not soon forget.
That was Oyster Day. And Mother Shucker, what a day.
Chris even sent me home with a lunchbox full of oysters from his secret stash. What a guy. These quickly found their way onto the Acadian-Canadian dinner party from our last episode. And I found a couple of willing shuckers and suckers.
There we go.
And what's the trick, Master Shucker?
Well, the trick
gotta
is
find the right
you
point.
try to squeeze it in there, and you shake your knife a little bit, and that should pop it open. But it's easier said than done.
right.
Muscles are like women.
Oh, I got it. There we go, there. This one's a hard one.
There's a trick.
There's the trick.
And usually when you think you got it, you're not even close.
You're not even
Yeah, you think you got it, but you know what?
close enough.
You think you mastered it, and no.
Maybe it's because Jared's younger, he got it right in there.
Even Babu liked them.
C'est bon?
It's free to get onto the island, but not to leave. This bridge cost around $1 billion to build. The day I was leaving, the price for a car was one of the highest tolls I've ever seen. $50.25! Oh my god.
On hefty discount. Hey there, how you doing? Just a second here. It's my first toll. $20 for a moto? Holy, guess that's better than a car. Thank you. Have a good day. $20 for the moto. I guess that's not too bad. It's less than half the price of a car, so my theory was right anyway. Oh, whoa, just got back from fishing oyster day, and it was amazing. But oh my god, we got back from a pedal bike ride at like 11:30 last night, and then by the time I got to bed it was just after midnight, and then I got up at 3:30 this morning, got ready, drove like 2.5 hours to go oyster fishing, fished all day, did a little bit of work, and rode back another 2.5 hours. It is now 8:30 at nighttime, and I'm spent. As you can see, I'm staying in this nice room that I've taken over. It's got my shit everywhere. So I think I'm gonna just pass out now because it was a huge day of oyster fishing. So, boy.
Maybe you've dabbled in fresh oysters at a cocktail party, or stuck a toothpick into one soaked in grapeseed oil, floating around in a tin can between the meat and cheese section on the table at your uncle's birthday. But to truly see, taste, and feel the most complete meal on the planet, right next to where it was raised, and handed to you by the man who oversaw its existence, is like no gastronomic adventure I've ever had. The magic and simplicity of the Schooner Lane Oyster experience just off of Lennox Island is one of the top must-dining experiences in the country. But getting a reservation might be a little harder than shucking them. Hey, you there, my little adventuring friend. If you're enjoying the show, take a minute to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Your support helps us get this show out to more incredibly awesome people just like you. And thanks for watching. Next time on the Cook Motorcycle Adventure, we're diving deeper into PEI for a kick-ass sea bass experience and a beachside lobster boil.